Hello, this is Lisa from Handshake. This video is going to walk through the premium employer branding profile. I'm going to spend some time going top to bottom through each of the different components you have available to you. Now, first and foremost, of course, the banner image. Core customers do have the ability to upload a banner image. One of the wonderful things about being a Handshake Premium customer is our support team will be able to help with size and formatting to make sure that we have an image set up that is going to look really great for the students viewing your profile page. All of your branding assets build really a cohesive experience for students who may land on your company profile page in a variety of different ways, whether they're doing research on their own, whether there's a job that's been served to them as a relevant opportunity, or if your team has sent proactive messaging campaigns. Think of your company profile page as really the landing place for students who are trying to understand more about your company and even more so your culture. If we continue moving down the page, you'll see I have a featured job here. This is something that you are able to select. So this is something that students will see first and foremost when they're visiting your page, whether it's a job that you are able to advertise widely or a job that has a really niche audience that doesn't typically get a lot of traction, you can update this featured job as desired. Thankfully, even if you're not sure exactly what job you want to have here, we will automatically put the most recently posted job in this slot depending on the school that the student who's viewing it goes to. Don't worry, we will never show jobs to students if it's not posted to their school. We don't want to create a poor experience for folks clicking and finding out that they can't actually apply. Now, moving further down here as well, we have your photo and video carousel. This is a fantastic opportunity to showcase more than just those stock photos that might be on your company's website. This is a great place to really showcase the culture, the attitude, the lifestyle, the experience that these students will get. This is a really great place to show some of those young faces, whether it be recent, current, former interns, or folks that have really made the jump from intern to full time. Any company outings, activities, day in the life type photos and videos, this is where you're going to be able to have this show. And students will be able to scroll through here and learn a little bit more about what to expect. In addition to photos, like I said, we also have the ability to include videos here. This is really eye-catching and is something that students are going to see right away when they come to your page. You may also notice on the right-hand side, we have this section called Employee Perspectives. This section is especially wonderful because not only does it showcase really, I would say, a spotlight or testimonial, it's also going to be dynamic based on who is viewing your page. So what that means is based on the student's major who's viewing your company page, we will show them the most relevant perspective first. So Abby here was an MIS major. So if I'm an MIS major viewing this page, I'm going to see her perspective and I'm going to be able to read about what she did at the organization and it'll be more relevant to me. I can also scroll through to the next perspective. I can continue scrolling through all of the different perspectives we have. I recommend for this reason including a variety of different majors, showcasing somebody who was an English major that became an intern or early talent hire, someone who was a software engineering major, somebody who was a chemistry major, and so on. This is a really good way for students to make that connection to your company right off the bat and see that there are students like them who've interned or worked for you in some capacity. Now, some of this will look familiar, like the About Your Company section, contact information, but we also have now that you are premium, a Tips for Students section. This Also gives students the opportunity to learn a little bit more about your company than they would from just doing some research on the internet or checking out your company or your company website. This is where you can speak to the student as though they might be more like a friend. Some tips that you might have for them, either about your application process, about your culture and values, about how to prepare for an interview or an application, and so on. Finally, at the bottom here, you're able to load in various news articles that are going to be relevant for this young talent to see. You can have up to 3 different articles here. We recommend keeping it relevant for the early talent folks. So, this is a great way where you can showcase some of the times that you have been mentioned. Either, let's say, there's a Forbes article on you, maybe there's a student intern blog that you'd like to share, or maybe there was a recent nationwide growth for your company and you've opened up new offices in new cities. Whatever the case may be, you can showcase those news articles right here. So, just to reiterate from top to bottom, you have your wonderful banner image, your featured job that adjusts dynamically depending on who is viewing your page, your employee perspectives that will also change dynamically depending on who is viewing your page, all of your multimedia with photos and videos that you can carousel through as a student viewing, an unlimited number of tips, and up to 3 news articles. Again, being a premium employer means that you have access to really modify this branding page to tell your story and make a compelling case for students as to why they may want to work for you.